So I'm not going to read the introductory or anything like that. If you get the book, you can do it yourself. So I'm just going to go into part one, beginnings. It says, welcome from the hollow earth. And it says, Mikos through Susan Matz. What you hold in your hand is no less than a collection of miracles between we of the subterranean community and the author of this book. It is a miracle of love, dedication, heartfelt desire between kinsmen and family. I am privileged and honored to be able to come forwards and present the collaborative efforts on behalf of Telos and those of us who dwell beneath the surface on this beautiful planet called Earth. My name is Mikos, and I am a resident of the city of Cathara, Catharia. I am a Catharian from the library of Pythagoras, located in the hollow earth beneath the Aegean Sea. And this is where I could say there's cities and they're generating energy in different parts of the world. This communication is in honor of the publication and the messages from our sister colony Telos. Our sister city Telos has established a large long-term link with those from the surface. Many residents from Telos live and work among you, as we do, and have done so for a very long time. How very precious is the bond of hearts in the miracle of love. Each time a noteworthy archaeological trek uncovers a part of that which we call planetary history. We of the subterranean colonies rejoice in knowing that you are remembering a time when many of us regularly and openly lived among you. Each time you realize that all things are interconnected, from the tiniest element of the dirt beneath your feet to the smallest of life forms within the ocean to the greatest expanse of heavens above you that twinkle with billions of stars we celebrate. You as surface dwellers frequently believe you are alone, but you are not. We are not only with you, we are like you. Yet do not assume that everyone who shares this place with you looks like you. It represents your cultures or supports your science, religions, and politics. We kindly let this misconception pass silently among the greater numbers of you, as you do not wish to add yet another shake-up to your people to create a large span of space and time between us through the perceptions of our differences. Each time you forget to be kind to yourself and each other, each time you fight and are hostile and angry, we send more love to you and this planet so that all may live in harmony despite the unique abilities of physical appearance, location, or lifestyle. For us to be with you in heart and mind, it is the greatest gift to honor we may have now and forever. We, the subterranean world, welcome the bridge we are able to create between your society and ours. All life, all existence depends on this bridge. Celebrate now with each other, with us, as we read the messages presented within these pages. They represent the past, the present, and the future. A future highly possible for your children and ours. With much love, respect, and joy, we open the bridge and the door and the one united Earth world colony for the Earth. Hello, Patnia. Hello, Nova Lee.
Show the book again.
So this is book 4. A woman shouts in changing into the free or whatever. A word from the author. Having spent much of my lifetime feeling out of sync with the rest of society, I began to meditate in 1989 when I was 50 years old. I had taught school for many years, and even with all my degrees and all my education, I still couldn't make sense of life on Earth until I connected with my twin flame and began receiving inner guidance Along with the ultimate connection came the remembrance of who I am and why I am here. It was a few years after that that I found a newsletter written by Charlotte Dux, Sharulad, who came to the surface on third dimensional plane from Telos, an underground city inside Mount Shasta. She was born in 1725 and presently lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with her husband. Charlotte's new letter, she wrote about the subterranean cities beneath the Earth's surface and told about life in Telos. She wrote that Adam was an ascended master and a high priest in Telos. Upon my seeing the name Adama, I couldn't stop wondering about him. One day I was sitting in a meditation thinking about Adam with my pen and my notepad by my side when I suddenly felt a burst of love and gentle energy go right through me, almost lifting me up into the air. Then I heard the words, "I am Adam, speaking to you from Telos." You see, our thoughts go out into the universe and instantly connect us to whatever we think about. So at the time I thought about Adam, he received my thought and responded. Our thoughts are light, and the language of light is a universal language which operates from within us at a subatomic level, through all frequencies, dimensions, times, and space. Wherever our attention is, our conscious goes. Adam felt my frequency and resonated to it. I then felt his response through the language of light, and my brain translated this frequency into thought, image, and words. For me, this was quite a simple process. I was just the receiver, recording the words as they came. My mind was entirely out of the way, neither analyzing nor evaluating or judging the content of the message. We each have our own distinct frequency band which identifies us to anyone in the universe. This is our signature, so to speak. All we need to do is think a thought, and it arrives at its destination. This living light language commune between all things, from the subatomic to the intergalactic, and connects all life everywhere. Remember, we are all one. When you think about the ascended beings like Adam, know that he is instantly aware of your thoughts and responds immediately. You just have to clear the airwaves so you can hear his reply. That is the key. Adam began to dedicate messages to me to schedule appointment times, and I would write them word for word in a spiral notebook. These dedications are still continuing. I've been guided to compile the messages and have them published. I now understand that Lila, Lailel, my star name. I have worked with Adam in the past ages, and I have lived many lifetimes in Telos and Lemuria. So we all have, I always talk about, we have many, many, many past lives. And we were part of these cultures and other things. So sometimes you can go into your past life records and you can recall these things, or a being will come to you and reveal who you are. And that's why I say, who are you really? Because in your soul, in here, the real you is there, even though your humanness tells you that you're this body and this person. But the real you, the energy, that light inside you, is very ancient. A word about Telos. Telos in Lemuria colonies under Mount Shasta in Northern California is a city of light governed by the Council of 12 Ascended Masters and its High Priest Adam. The name Telos means communication with spirit. The city Telos, formerly of Lemuria, are working towards the ascension. They can astral project to any location and can telecommunicate to anyone in any locality of time and space. In Adam's message of empowerment, he tells us of our goal to become the spiritual warrior, one who acknowledges the light within, and to reunite humanity into one human family. For once humans feel God's love directly from within, all will be able to understand their purpose for being here on earth, and will cease to feel the separation of their soul from God's light. And that's why I say you got to go inside, you got to find this. All planets are hollow and are inhabited by human life of one vibration or another. The sun is also hollow and is not hot, but cold. Our earth is hollow and contains an inner central sun. And here's a picture. And this picture has been around since about the 1400s. And there's a book called Argatha that was written in the 1400s. I read that book years ago. The governing city within the inner earth is called Shambhala. It is located inside the very center of the planet and can be accessed through a hole at either the north or south pole of the planet. And that's why the Americans guard the North Pole, so you can't fly over the North Pole. And same with the South Pole. They won't allow you to fly over it because there is an entrance into this place. The northern southern lights that we see in your skies are actually reflections of the Earth's inner central light emanating from her hollow core. There are over 120 subterranean cities located within the Earth's crust. These cities of light are not far beneath the Earth's surface. As a grouping, these cities are called the Argatha Network, Agartha Network. The inner Earth beings are highly evolved beings living on the interior surface of the hollow Earth. They are mostly ascended souls who have chosen to continue their evolution in the Earth's inner recesses because of the perfection of condition existing there. Although Atlantis and Lemuria have become myths on the surface, the people of Atlantis and Lemuria are flourishing in their underground cities. The people within these colonies are people just like you and me who are living in the third dimension, just as we are. Our Milky Way galaxy is divided into 12 sectors, and it's like an astrology chart, this galaxy. It's like pieces of a pie, there's 12 of them. And I've talked about this in the past. And like I say, north is where the creator is, east, and then south, and then west. And when you understand this, we are coming back to the north. We've gone all the way around, now we're back at the north. Our solar system is located in a sector 9. This sector contains hundreds of other solar systems. The Ashtar Command, also known as the Galactic Command, is composed of millions of starships and volunteers from many star systems and dimensions in our galaxy. The Galactic Command is part of the Confederation of Planets and the protection that protect this sector of the Milky Way galaxy. Their purpose is to assist Earth through the current cycle of planetary ascension. My twin flame is a member of the Galactic Command. He guides me in my work to reunite through awareness and communication, Earth's civilization both above and below the surface. Ashtar is a confederation of planet commanders of our sector. The Silver Fleet oversees the solar system, has its spaceport inside Mount Shasta. Anton, who is from Telos, is the name of the commander of the Silver Fleet, is primarily the people from the subterranean cities who serve on the Silver Fleet. And it says here, welcome from the Confederation of Planets. Know who you are. Know who you are on the great galactic mission. Know we all travel beside you as one. And it says, welcome from Adam. Greeting from Telos. We have been communicating with Diana, giving her messages to publish on behalf. We urge you to read the messages in our books for the purpose to awaken you to our existence, to bring your awareness to full consciousness of the Cetacean, capital Cetaceans, Cetacean, and to sound the call to awaken to the world around you. Then it says, we have journeyed far to reach our goal in consciousness and had to go into the depths of the earth to find the true peace we are looking for. Telos is our home, our heaven, and we do not want to leave it, not for very long at least. Then the next one says, travel with us on a divine path of God, acknowledging your divinity every step of the way as we step together, one step from below, one step from above. in a divine walk through life, meeting one in the stars. And the Lemurian Past. Greetings from Telos. I am Adama, Ascended Master of High Priest of Telos, a subterranean city beneath Mount Shasta in California. I am dictating this message to you from my home beneath the earth. Over 1.5 million of us live in the perpetual peace and prosperity. We are human and physical just like you, except the fact that our mass conscious holds thoughts of only immortality and perfect health. Therefore, we can live hundreds and even thousands of years in the same body. I myself have been in the same body now over 600 years. We came here from Lemuria 12,000 years ago before a thermonuclear war took place that destroyed the Earth's surface. And they're going to prove this. They go to really ancient sites in different places of the world, and they're like, there was an atomic bomb that went off. And they're starting to prove that. And so when Lemuria and Atlantis basically blew themselves up, and they had a thermonuclear war, the thermonuclear war took place and destroyed the Earth's surface. We faced such hardships and calamities above ground that we decided to continue our evolution underground. We applied to the spiritual hierarchy of the planet for permission to renovate an already existing cavern inside Mount Shasta and prepare it for a time when we would need to excavate our homes above ground or evacuate our homes. So they planned this way before this war. They started building this. For the past 12,000 years, we have been able to rapidly evolve our consciousness due to our isolation from the marauding bands of extraterrestrials and other hostile races that prey on the surface population. Surface population has been experiencing great leaps of consciousness in preparation for humanity to move through the photon belt. And this is where we're going through the north and the photon belt. The scientists know this, and they have talked about it. And they know we're moving through this photon belt. It is for this reason that we have begun to contact surface dwellers to make our existence known, for in order for the earth and humanity to continue to ascend in consciousness, the whole planet must be united and merged into one light from above and one light from below. It is for this reason that we are contacting you to make you aware of the underground existence so we can bring the facts of our existence to your attention of our fellow brothers and sisters above ground. Our book of channeled messages is written to humanity in the hope that they will recognize and receive us when we merge from our homes beneath the ground and merge with them on the surface in a not too distant future. We will be grateful to you for the parts you play in helping us broadcast the reality of our existence. Question: how old are you now? I am from Lemuria, an ancient civilization. At the time of Lemuria's height, I was an initiate in the temples that were prominent at that time. After the destruction of Lemuria by Atlantis, I went underground with thousands of others to establish Telos. I am no different from you, although I am hundreds of years old by now, so I have had the benefit of many lifetimes all woven into one. This has given me great insights and great wisdom, which most people don't begin to gather until the end of a short lifespan. So we just start to learn and then we die. You need to live way longer than 80 or 100 years. Living so many years definitely has its benefit. For me, I can astral project to anywhere I desire. I can also telecommunicate with anyone in any locality of time and space. These are all things that everyone in Telos can do because we have had the benefit of lifetimes of practice. So I'm not so different, just more experience in how to use life's opportunities. Question: how did your justice system evolve? We are here with you in great numbers, over 25 million in all, from all subterranean cities of light. We are all unified into one great network of light called Argatha. This network is vast in scope. It is responsible for our safety under the earth. We attend great conferences conveying under the earth where our laws are discussed and weighed in the light of God's divine code of the ethics of the earth. We are self-regulating government formed on the basis of justice and equality for all life. Whether under or upon the earth's surface, all cases are weighed individually according to their specific circumstance, and all are judged by God's light and God's divine code of ethics, so that all parties receive the greatest justice, so that all parties benefit. Our justice system is millions of years old based on original Lemurian systems that was used when we lived on the surface in homes and communities similar to yours. We took this form of democracy with us when we decided to go underground 12,000 years ago. Our knowledge is vast since our lives are long. We still have people alive who are 20 to 30,000 years old and who, because of their lengthy age span, remember all that was when we lived on the surface. Our souls are wise indeed, for they have conscious access to all accumulated knowledge from that time forwards. This is one of the ways we keep our laws pure, for we have the divine strand of God to base them on from the past. This was a time when we had this is a time when we reach glorious heights of evolvement. Fortunately for us, we have been undisturbed beneath the earth to carry on the evolution in peace and prosperity. Because of this, our evolution on all levels keeps increasing as the years go on. Someday soon, you too will be in the position of experiencing life in a peaceful and prosperous way it was meant to be lived. Then you too can gain the strength and wisdom and evolve into the God being that you are. And you have to believe you are a God being as part of your evolving, growing. All life needs peace for evolvement to take place. Without peace, species just struggle for survival and never have time to add to the strength and wisdom they have accumulated. And that's why this world keeps us stressed out trying to earn money and worry about wars and sickness and everything. It just constantly distracts us from just really evolving and growing. That's why you got to focus on the light. You got to focus on these flames and things, and you got to believe and want to live for a very long time. So peace is a necessary factor for evolvement, and evolvement is a necessary factor for the continuation of the species. All your brothers and sisters are here with you now, I'll bet. They are still in the higher dimensions, but they are here monitoring and protecting your planet. They are here to guide you on your path of evolvement to the stars. So look at us, all of us are here with you, whether from above or below, and call to us for strength and guidance, for we are all here for you, so that all of us together will find our way back home into the higher dimensions. Natives have always honored the star brothers and sisters. They never feared them. They knew there was really lots of different beings from many universes and galaxies, and they still talk about stories about this, and a lot of knowledge came from them. Did the Lemurians know of Atlantis' plan for their demise? Yes, however, we were cautioned by the spiritual hierarchy not to intercept or provoke a war because of severe consequences on the earth, so we waited and prayed and made plans to evacuate ourselves to the underground cavern. This we did and were able to save 25,000 souls. Atlantis did destroy itself in the end. We of Lemuria survived and flourished underground. Why didn't Lemuria return to the surface instead of remaining underground? Know that we no longer care to live on the surface because of the firmament had been destroyed. We realized we could evolve more rapidly underground, where we were protected from the harsh elements and from marauding bands from other star systems. So we chose to remain beneath the ground. Wouldn't you? We chose to remain underground because of the ravages of the surface, weather, and hostile climates. We have built a utopia underground where we are free to evolve. You too will experience this utopia soon. Question: Why move into Mount Shasta when there was a whole inner earth with oceans and mountains where you could have lived? Know that in those days the earth was propagated with many beings from other spaces, from other outer space, who came and went through the inner earth. It was felt by Lemurians that we would have our privacy, so to speak, if we inhabited the city in the inner earth. We needed our own space to develop and carry on the Lemurian culture without interference from the other cultures, and especially without interference from the roving bands of renegades from outer space. Although the subterranean cities are confined to restraining for us, they serve as a great protective barrier. They're limitations of our protection, and has allowed us to flourish for 20 or 12,000 years without any interference at all. Mount Shasta has been a bubble of protection and provides us with the privacy to grow into our own evolved race of supreme beings, superior beings, while still being able to remain on the earth. Notice the fragmentation and division that occurs in your cultures that are situated on the surface. They are open to all sorts of invasion, and not just military. Your whole surface society has been vulnerable to the whims and fancies of surrounding cultures, and whatever evolvement there has been has crumbled due to the encroachment of others. Therefore, in the light of all of this, our confinement has served as an evolutionary purpose, enabling us to strive for and reach heights of accomplishments that we would never have been able to obtain had we remained on the surface or moved into the inner earth. There were so many factors involved in our decisions. Our survival was primary as to why we chose to protect ourselves on all sides by moving into Mount Shasta. This proven beyond a doubt to have been a wise choice, since we've been totally free to evolve into the spiritual warriors of light that we now are. Someday soon, you two on the surface will have the freedom and protective environment necessary to allow you to evolve into the light beings that you are. That is what the ascension is about. Galactic connections. You on the surface are situated above us and below the galactic command. You are receiving light from above and below. You are between two great forces of light. We are here in Telos watching over your surface population very carefully, monitoring your movements and reporting back to our councils. We know all that occurs on the Earth's surface. We embrace the light as it dawns each day and bless the darkness as it descends on our homes. We bless all life's activities. We bless this great planet and all its life forms. That's why on Sunday I ask the earth be blessed. Everything in the earth, in the universe, and everything receives its blessing. And you hear me say that throughout the prayer. Hey, good evening, Lisa Hooper. Yeah, so we wait this time, we pray for this time when we, okay, someday anticipate visit, we wait this time, pray for that time when we can be reunited. I read that. When we're underground, we are aware. I'll just go back. Know that in Telos, we see the lights in all diversity. We use light energy to travel into the astral body. Yeah, I gotta go back a bit more here. Okay, we embrace the light as it dawns each day and bless all darkness as it descends on our homes. We bless all life activities. We bless this great planet and all its life forms. We are grateful to be a part of this grand experiment. We are grateful to be a part of the Earth's great training ground, where we are all being schooled in life's evolutionary process. I say everything is about evolution. I've been saying that for years. Someday soon we anticipate your journey forth to visit us here in Telos, and we anticipate our emergence onto the surface also. We wait this time, we pray for this time when we reunite with our brothers and sisters again. Know that in Telos we see the light in all diversity. We use the light's energy to travel in our astral bodies. We use light in all its ramifications to create and develop our civilization underground. For although it may appear dark to you, in reality the underground is quite lit up. Even the tunnel passages glow softly with crystal lights technology. When we're underground, we are aware of all that takes place in the universe. We are connected to all star systems in our galaxy via the computer lines, similar to your wide web network. We have a worldwide star network that connects all solar systems to our galaxy. We know what star systems all our brothers and sisters are located in. We know their current state of evolution by tuning into them on our computers. We know all our past lives through our computers with which register all pertinent information through all lifetimes. Our computers are privy to the Akashic records. They convert them into readable data. Once we merge with your surface population, we will bring our computer network system to link up to the universe. Then you too can study your past lives, learn and understand the reasons so many things seem to happen to you in this lifetime. Knowing the past explains the present and enlightens the future. That's why you got to go to the Akashic Records. That's why you got to know your past lives. We're burning off so much karma and all kinds of craziness in this lifetime. Questions why our subterranean brothers sisters abandon us all these thousands of years and not come to our aid. I will explain the positions we hold here in the subterranean cities. We came here to evolve unencumbered by negativity. We chose to remain silent because we have seen and experienced the banks of marauders from other star systems. We wish to be isolated from this so that we could evolve more quickly. We chose our present environment for just that reason. We did not want to expose ourselves to the negativity on the surface. Ours was an experiment too, an experiment to see how much and how far we could evolve if we were isolated from war and poverty. Coming to the surface and intermingling with us would defeat our existence underground. We would then bring these negative energies back underground with us, only to infiltrate the subterranean systems. Do you understand this? Even if we did surface and bring you our teachings and technology before now, it would have been in vain, for your mass conscious was not ready. We would, you would, and you would have rejected our teachings and us as being from the devil, though we could not come to your aid because ourselves would have been destroyed by exposing ourselves to the surface population. So therefore, we remained in subterranean cities, waiting for a time when the mass conscious could safely accept our teachings, our technology, and us. Now that the light workers have awakened and the general population is becoming more aware and more sensitive to the earth, we can safely bring everything to the surface that we've been guarding for centuries. That's why stuff in Atlantis and Lemuria and that we're going to start building them and creating them again. Now that we're in the age of Aquarius, of 1,000 years of enlightenment and technology. We have had enough war and strife. We need. Okay, I'll do that again. We have had enough war and strife, and we needed to just concentrate on spiritual growth and hold the light secretly to a place for the planet. We felt this was the best thing we could do, considering the conditions on the surface. Do you understand now the reasons for our isolation and silence? We did it for our own protection and for yours. We had not our home and teachings and lives. We had not our home and teachings, and lives might have been destroyed. But now, if we had ventured forth to help a sleeping humanity, we know. Oh yeah, I read that wrong, didn't I? No, I was read right. I don't know, it's really confusing in my mind sometimes. We know the dark forces have invaded the surface and are carrying out abductions underground. We know all that occurs on and in the planet. But had we exposed ourselves, we would have been victims to, leaving no one to guard our teachings and technology to carry the light. We grasp the seriousness and depth of your concern regarding this issue, and we wish it could have been otherwise. We wish we could have been on the surface helping you and protecting you, but because of the circumstance, it would have been very unwise to do so. Now that the mass conscious and energy on the planet are changing, we can very soon come to the surface and merge with the light workers for a final stage leading to the ascension. We are here to bring you glad tidings and forthcoming waves of ascension that are soon to hit the Earth's surface. These waves are being generated from the creative force of the universe, and that's where it started back, I think, in the 90s. This energy started coming to the Earth. You are all receiving higher levels of energy, and your bodies are adapting to these higher wavelengths of frequency, so a greater wave of energy will descend on your Earth's surface, bringing all life forms into a higher level of conscious. We here in Telos patiently await this time to increase energies, for it is the elevated consciousness on your part that will allow us to surface. There is a divine timing involved, a divine time frame, so to speak, that will allow us to merge from our protection under the Earth's surface. For until now, we have had divinely sta- um, Okay, we'll go back. There is a divine timing involved, a divine time frame, so to speak. It will allow us to emerge from our protection under the Earth's surface. Until now, we have been divinely protected in our homes beneath the Earth's crust. We wait the directive of the Galactic Command that will put our plan of full emergence into effect. This way, we will be fully protected when we do surface and contact you above the ground in our physical third dimension forms. Part 2, Physical Nature and Telos Lifestyle. Part 4, Our Physical Being. What do the people in Telos look like? We look just like you, although we are perhaps somewhat taller in stature and broader than you are. We are hefty and strong, for the, for we've been on a vegetarian diet for almost 12,000 years. This diet has slowed our aging process to a point where we stop getting older. We use our diet and our minds to remain in youthful states always, which we term immortality. We are able to prolong our life for as long as we desire, based on our diet and our belief system of immortality. You too will be able to do this in the near future, for when we surface, we will bring you information we have been guarding over the eons. This information has remained intact and safe in Telos, where we have special containers and rooms for the safekeepings. These special hiding places will all be revealed to you upon our emergence from below. Know that we all agreed to this plan before we incarnated on the earth, and now is a time to begin implementing it. It is a time we have been waiting for, from below and from above, for we work in unison and we meet nightly with you on the inner planes. That's why I say go to these schools and places. It's important. For we work in unison and we work with you nightly on the inner planes. That's why when you read this, it seems as no surprise to you, and you just nod your head in acceptance and anticipation of all that's to come. Mighty waves of energy will be coming that all life on and in the earth will soon be experiencing. That's why I pray for the earth to get all this energy, everything that's meant to have it, and you got to welcome it. You got to want it to be a part of you. Hey, Catherine, Native Pride. Um, so mighty waves of energy will be coming. That is all life on and in the earth soon will be experiencing. Hold tight to know that these energies will bring the wonders of the universe to you, along with our appearance on the surface. The fountain of youth is located in your own mind, so we carry that knowledge somewhere inside us. I lived on the surface many thousands of years. I am centuries old by now. I keep physically fit regardless of my age. In fact, the older I get, the more physically fit I become. I have an athletic build and I exercise every day. We all take great pride in our physical fitness. We are all healthy and strong. We all work out just as you on the surface do. We have long tunnels connecting our cities. We use these tunnels to run through when we're exercising, just as you use long paths on your surface. You will find the accumulating energies aging only to make you wise and stronger, not opposite. So grow older in age with grace and dignity and maintain your physical powers, agility, and strength. You will find that the more you do, the more you can also do. Do not age limit you or what you people say limit you, for you are unlimited. And this is where we believe we got to die at 80 or we got to do this or we got to do that. It's like change your belief systems. In Telos, that's where I tell people I'm going to be 250 years old. People used to laugh at me. I'm like, I will be 250 years old. And I know this to be true. And people have had visions and saw me way in the future. The universe is really cool when it proves things. Until us, we are still discovering how unlimited we are. We are still finding ourselves deviling into the unknown when it comes to our bodies. We keep experimenting with our bodies to find that we can use our bodies to do so many different things. We are still discovering our inner strength and stamina. We are still pushing ourselves to the outer limits of what we thought we could do. So, too, with you, you can also explore the outer limits of your physical form by not accepting any limitations when it comes to strength. For our bodies were not meant to perform Herculean feats and maintain health and stability permanently. So look to your body as a magical form that can do all you want them to do without pain or limitation. We all know this. And now it is up to you to learn how to utilize the full physical potential that you are endowed with. We send you our strength and our love, and we will show you how to youth when we join with you on the surface. They're going to help us how to reverse our ages, sickness, and everything, and that is coming. And I get very excited thinking about this. Inside me, there's this real exciting energy. Even around me, it's just like the electrons and the atoms and everything get exciting. And this energy comes in really, really strongly around me. I look like a youth, although I am ancient by your standards. You will be surprised and joyous even when you discover how easy it is to maintain your youthful appearance. I am Adam, youth and sage combined. Question: why do you want to stay in the same physical body for so long? You are a light worker on the surface of the earth. We are light workers beneath the earth. Know that in Telos we see your light. We see all light on the planet through our computer monitors and are able to track all the light workers on the surface. So you can't fool them. They know exactly who you are. They see and know you from the time you were born. It is indeed very beautiful here in Telos and very inspiring place to live. Many of us have been here a long time, thousands of years in fact. Because our lives have been rich and full, we continue in the physical bodies for thousands upon thousands of years. Our souls are immortal. We can live in the same body for as long as we choose. You too on the surface will someday be able to do this. That time is rapidly approaching when you will be able to determine the length of your lifespan. This is what the ascension is all about. It's about determining how long to remain in the body before moving on. So now that there is a glorious time ahead for all humanity as you adjust to your immortality, knowing that you can live forever. We have known this, and therefore we adapt to the glorious life of immortal beings experimenting in the human body. This is what you on the surface have been doing. Although most of you are not aware of this, life in Telos is rich and diverse, and the joy to live soon. We will be expecting our surface brothers and sisters to be visiting us in our homes beneath the earth. Until that time arrives, call on me in a meditation and I will be there with you. And this is where you ask these beings like Sananda and all of them to come in and help you. Even Kuan Yin, she's an ascended master. Question: are our bodies electrical? Is this what you mean when you say we are all light? You are all light as we are all light. What this means is that our bodies are electrical in nature and react as a battery would in a flashlight. And that's what I try to help you understand. Make your light brighter and brighter and brighter. Keep making it brighter. When our vibratory rate reaches a certain frequency, it triggers a light particle of photons in our body to ignite. So to speak, in turn, it turns on the light in our bodies. And some of us, like an old lady that lived on Denman Island, I used to walk towards her place, and there was this long, long stretch. And she said, I know when you're coming. And I'm like, what do you mean? She says, you could be 10 miles away and I could see this big bright light coming. She says, I'm driving down the street ready to turn onto this road, and it's about 5 kilometers long. And she says, you start walking, and she says, there's this huge, huge light. And she says, I know it's you. You're the only one on this island that has that kind of a light. This is a simple chemical principle, and it works on all things. Once you reach a certain velocity of wavelength, you blaze forth as a light of sun. It is the light that we connect with, or rather that connects with us. Our shields are always open and on alert to receive your light frequency, and when the connection is made, you become aware of our consciousness as we meld with you. So reach to us in your thoughts as we reach out, as we turn each other on in a great blaze of light. In Telos, we restore lost limbs. So this is what I said in the past. You can grow back. If you lost your legs and that, you can grow them back. I say a lot of things and people laugh at me and I'm like, it's true. And like I say, spontaneous healing, all kinds of things are going to happen. Know that in Telos, we have a capacity of healing all imaginal illnesses and replacing severed limbs and organs. We work primarily with the etheric body to restore lost limbs and body parts. And that's where they bring in the electrons and they create new. They know how to do it. They know how to work with it. It is easy to do once you understand the universal law of creation. That's why I say respect universal law. Don't say bullshit. Don't say, oh yeah, karma, and then go do bad things. Don't say this and that and then go out and do all kinds of stupid things. If you're going to do something with energy to somebody, let them know what the hell you're doing. If you're going to go in their home or anything, don't start reikiing because maybe they don't believe in it. You know, I went to a psychic fair years ago and this woman was reikiing everything. And I said, what are you doing? She says, oh, I'm reikiing everything. I'm blessing everything. I said, did you ask everybody? All these psychics? Did you ask the people that are coming in here? Did you get a permission? It's like, no. I says, you don't have a right. I didn't ask you to do that for me. I don't accept what you're doing. And she just kept right on doing it. I'm like, you're violating all kinds of universal laws. If you're going to invite somebody into your home and you got it all raked up, let them know before they even walk in your house. If you got a car and you rake it, let people know before you want somebody to ride around with you or whatever. Because you are violating them. You don't have a right to do that without telling them. It is easy to do once you understand the universal law of creation. If your organs have been removed or you have had limbs severed in an accident, you can be restored to your physical body again. They always remain in your etheric blueprint. And this is a truth. There's a blueprint that is here. And if you understand, you can regrow anything. They know this. The T cells in your body, if you put the right energy, it'll regrow anything. And I've studied a lot of things, and they were experimenting scientifically in that. They were doing all kinds of stuff. This new science, they've been playing with this since, I can't remember, in the 70s they started, because this one guy who went to the moon and back, when he went out into the universe, he saw all this stuff and he wasn't allowed to tell the world. So when he got back on Earth, he created this new Vedic science, and it's been around since about 1970, somewhere there, and it's been doing all kinds of stuff, and they keep it hidden, but soon it's going to be revealed on the planet, and they're doing a lot of amazing things. If your organs have been removed and your limbs severed in an accident, they can be restored in your physical body again. They will always remain in your etheric blueprint, so you never really lose anything in life. All is in safekeeping until you raise in consciousness, understand divine law of creation, and that's where some people will pretend to be magicians, and they'll do these kinds of things, and they'll fool people, and they'll try to make them do things. And that's where you got to be really, really careful. Like, if you can tap into this, you got to be really careful what you do. Use of astral projection and telepathy. We are your fellow brothers and sisters living below the surface of the earth, here to help you and to work with you. We also receive instructions from the hierarchy. We are involved in the process of ascension just as you are. We are all gathered here speaking to you. We come forth this day hearing the message to you. We come forth this day bearing a message to you from the great city of Telos located beneath the surface. The great city shimmers in the light of day, as you know, on your earth. It shimmers and glows with the light from above, with God's light that envelops us all as we live beneath the surface. We are engaged in many of the same activities as you on the surface. We do the same kinds of things, we ask the same kinds of questions, we have the same kinds of concerns, we have the same kinds of thoughts. Only our thoughts are slightly elevated, as we have a good fortune of being surrounded by and being in the midst of the great central sun. So when I pray on Sunday, I always call in the great central sun through our sun. And these beings are always connected to the great central sun. For we are connected in our thoughts to the great central sun in the great light of the God of all. And that's where I call it the great mystery. Our thoughts carry us to distant places. Our thoughts take us to wherever we project them. For we are conscious of our thoughts and careful project them out to wherever we wish to be. We have learned this method of astral projection. We practice it daily, and some of us are here with you now in our consciousness as we have astral projected to your location where this channeling is taking place. If you feel a certain presence, know it is us, for we are here and we carry forth love from Telos. We wish you to know that we greet you nightly as you visit us in Telos. So a lot of people go to these places in their night and they don't remember. You call to us to enter and we receive you. We always receive you, and we always hear your call. Whenever you want to visit us, just call us nightly before you go to sleep. And I say, ask to go to these temples. Ask that you go to these flames. Ask to go to Saint Germain and all these other masters. Whenever you want us, just call us nightly before you go to sleep. We will receive you. We receive all who call. We are a training ground here in Telos. We are a training ground for those beings who wish to learn from us. The information we have is for all. We are eager to impart all the learnings we have sacredly preserved throughout the generations for just such a time as this is, when we can now share it openly with you. This will be the time when we share openly with all at night in the etheric bodies. When we can share it openly with you soon, we will be bringing it forth to the surface. We have much to share with you, for we have preserved all the sacred learnings of the past. We have preserved all the technology. We have preserved all that will make Earth clean and pure and beautiful again. That's why I say don't worry about pollution and all kinds of stuff. That's going to get all cleaned up. So we are all glad to working with you, for you never work alone. Know that now. And we are so grateful to be teamed up with you and so grateful for you for recognizing the great part that we will be playing on the Earth's journey towards the light. We are aglow with happiness and joy to be with you today. We thank you for making our existence known in your parts of the country. We thank you for anchoring the light in your part of the country. We thank you for the light as it glows from you and radiates to all around you. And that's why I say, allow your light to send out to everybody around. Reflect it in the heavens, like even send it out into the universe, into the earth. We leave you for now and thank you for carrying the light. And it says, how do our thoughts reach you? I'm here today and welcome you to our readership. We broadcast to you from beneath the earth. We invite you to broadcast to us from your thoughts and meditations. For broadcasting thoughts to a designated place allows us to communicate. Your thoughts enter our energy field and vibrate to the wavelength where we become aware of your presence. And that's why every day when I do this at the same time, this energy radiates to all of you. When I do the Sunday one and I channel, I meditate, and I do stuff, energy from the universe and all kinds of things go to everybody. Where we become aware of your presence, and then we tune in using a receptor to capture your transmission. And this is whatever I'm reading, whoever it belongs to is going to get downloads and things. And you got to invite it. We are very good at this since we've been practicing receiving telepathic messages from the surface for eons. We use telepathy to tune into the surface to monitor areas that we deem important to the planet's well-being. Your planet is, so to speak, under siege right now. The dark forces are being turned back and the light is rapidly spreading around the globe. The darkness is on the retreat and receding daily. As this occurs, more and more your surface population are awakening to the light and beginning to see their lives in a new perspective. So keep up the hope of the new day dawning, for it shall indeed be so, as we of Telos know. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast. I send you love and light from Telos. Message to the annual Wesak celebration in Mount Shasta. And it's capital WESAK, and they're all in capitals. Wesak celebration. Greetings from Telos. I am Adam, the High Priest and Ascended Master, a subterranean city beneath the grounds that you stand on. I speak on behalf of all people underground, all brotherhood, sisterhood of light, who live in the subterranean cities beneath the earth's surface. Know that we are all capable of astral projection, and we have astral projected to this site to unite to you, the one consciousness. We stand united with you as one. We too have answered the clarion call to gather at this sacred site to celebrate the Wesak festival. We too are participants of Earth's ascension plan. We too are disciples and initiates on the path of ascension. We too are participants in the ceremonial activations and initiation taking place over these 3 Wesak days. And this is a ceremony I think they do over in Europe or something. So we are joined with you in the totality and the full consciousness as disciples and initiates to receive our initiation along with you as brothers and sisters above ground. This is a most awesome assemblage. We are proud to stand here with you to bring truth and light and love to the earth. Know that you are all welcome to visit Telos in the etheric form at night. Just call on Adam, the request entrance. So you got to ask to want to go there. We remain here with you until the conclusion of these festivals when the last soul has departed this site. And then it says, you are light as we are light. As soon as our two lights, we will merge into the one great light of planetary ascension.